This is an instructional video of how to find the slope of 2 points. We know that the word slope stands for rate of change. Typically, rate of change is found when we want to find the constant rate of change. To find the slope of 2 points, we're going to use what is called the slope formula. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. When you are finding the slope of 2 points, your first step is to label the points, then plug in and solve the equation. We're going to use that formula. And the last step is to simplify your answer. I know these steps might not make sense just yet, but we're going to do several examples in this video. So looking at this first problem, -2, 4 and 2, 4, we start by labeling the points. When you have a point, the x value is first and then y. So we label it x1 and y1 because that's point number 1, and then x2 and y2 because it's point number 2. Then we're going to use our slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y2 value is 4, so it goes first, minus the y1 value, which is 4. x2 value is 2, minus the x1 value, which is -2. You can use your calculator on this type of problem. 4 minus 4 is going to give you 0. 2 minus -2 is going to give you a positive 4. 0 divided by 4 is 0. So we have a slope of 0. Again, first step is to label your points. X is first and then y. So point number 1, 3, 4 is x1, y1. The second point, 4 and -2, is x2 and y2. We plug them in our slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y2 value is -2. The y1 value is 4 to make -2 minus 4. The x2 value is 4 minus the x1 value is 3. -2 minus 4 is going to give us a -6. 4 minus 3 is 1. -6 divided by 1 is -6. We have a slope of -6. First step for this problem, -3, -1, -2, -2, is we label our points, x1 and y1, x2 and y2. And then we plug them into the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y2 value is -2 minus the y1 value is -1. The x2 value is -2 minus the x1 value, -3. -2 minus -1 is going to give you a -1. -2 minus -3 is going to give you a positive 1. -1 divided by 1 is -1. We have a slope of -1. For this problem, we have the point 1, 3 and 1, 5. So we go ahead and label it x1 and y1. x2 and y2. Go ahead and plug it in the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 value is 5 minus the y1 value is 3. x2 value is 1 minus the x1 value is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. If you type that in on the calculator, 2 divided by 0, you get an error message. When you get an error message, the slope is undefined. It is actually the word undefined. For this problem, we have the point -4, 7 and -6, -4. We're going to go ahead and label them x1 and y1, x2 and y2. We use that to plug it in the formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y2 value is -4 minus the y1 value is 7. The x2 value is -6 minus the x1 value is -4. -4 minus 7 is -11. -6 minus -4 is -2. -11 divided by -2 is going to give you a decimal. Slope is never a decimal. It's always a fraction. So we leave it as a fraction, positive 11 over 2. Two negatives, -11 and -2. Two negatives make a positive. We have a slope of 11 over 2. We have the point 0, 6 and 3, 9. We start by labeling them x1 and y1, x2 and y2. We type it into our formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 value is 9 minus the y1 value is 6. X2 value is 3 minus the x1 value is 0. 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3, that fraction bar means divide, is 1. Our answer is a slope of 1. For this problem, we have the point 3, 15 and 6, 30. We start by labeling them x1 and y1, x2 and y2. We plug them in the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is 30 minus y1 is 15. X1 is 6 minus x2 is 3. 30 minus 15 is going to give us 15. 6 minus 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Our slope is 5. For this problem, we have the point 270 and 460. We start by labeling them x1 and y1, x2 and y2. We use that to plug them into the slope formula, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. The y2 value is 60 minus the y1 value is 70. The x2 value is 4 minus the x1 value is 2. 60 minus 70 is -10. 4 minus 2 is 2. -10 divided by 2 is -5. We have the slope, -5.